So one of the things that can be a little annoying with this printer is when the top is on and there's a part that opens and closes for you to access the paper. But either way, when you want to do some work on this, you've got to hold down this interlock. And the idea is that it unlocks when the top is up so that you can't, I don't know, it won't operate when the top is up, but when the top is closed, this gets pushed down and everything will operate. Well, sometimes that could be, sometimes you want to be able to operate it without having to hold this down while the top is open. So what I'm going to do is, there are two wires that go to this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to parallel a toggle switch and mount it right here. So you'll notice here that these have these 1/4 inch spade connectors. Actually, I think they're a little less than a 1/4 inch. I forget exactly what they are. And so I'm going to replicate that. So what I've done here is I've created this little harness using these these Deutsch connectors, which I really like. And so what I've done here is I've paralleled a toggle switch to these smaller connectors here. Actually, looks like I just broke one. I'll have to redo this. So what will happen is these will connect, will replace the connections here. And what I'll do is I'll take these off. This goes to the harness of the printer itself, and replace it with one of these connectors. So ultimately, it'll go together. This will connect into the main harness. Here we'll connect into the push momentary push button, and then I'll have this paralleled. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut off these. These are 3/16 connectors, 3/16 quick connects. Push on. If I can get that off. Okay, let's get a little leverage here. Okay, here we go. Okay, those are off. Now we're going to cut off the ends here, and we're going to, let's see. Okay, now let's strip them back. And we're going to put on Deutsch style contacts, which we've got a little package of here. Okay, these are female contacts because the other side is male. All right, well, we've got to set the thing here for the right size wire, which is, let's see, raise to rotate, should be about a 22. Maybe it's even a 20, actually. Whoops, sorry, wrong way. 22 is probably what we want here. Let's put if you can see that. Okay, let's try this again. Put the contact in, put the wire in. Crimp. All right, that's good. Let's do the next one. Contact wire. Okay. All right, that's done. Great, they're not coming off. And now we insert them into the body. And since this has a source of power. It's got 5 volts on it. I like to use those as I like to use female for that. Okay, let's stick that one through until it locks into place. The second one. Okay, and now we just need to put in the wedge here. All right, here's the wedge. I'm not sure the right technical term for it, but we put it in. We press it down until it clicks. Nice positive click, and there we go. So let's hook the rest of this up. Here again is that little harness I made. So we'll put the 3/16 connectors on. Let's do it the way it was done originally. Okay, there's one. This one is definitely going to be harder. I wonder if I should try to take out this. It's just not good access to it. I think I got it. Okay, and so here we go. If you can see this, we'll plug this together until that clicks, and now we've got our switch. So let's test it out. All right. So here we've got the toggle switch. I'm just going to orient it in any old way for the moment, and I'll do a proper job of tightening this with a real proper wrench, but just for this demonstration. Okay, that's pretty good for now. I don't know which is on and which is off, but let's see if this works. All right, let's turn it on. And as you can see, it really won't function the way it is the way it is now. You can see that we've got all 8s in the numeric display here, and all the lights on. So this is a condition where it won't function. In order to get it to function, you've got to press the interlock. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the button, make sure that I haven't make sure I haven't broken anything. So the button on the back. Here's the normal button that closes when the top is on, and when I press it, okay, so that's working. And when I let it go, okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try the switch. So you can see here it says out of paper until I press it down. And when I let it up, out of paper. Out of paper just means it's not ready to run. So now, let's see if my modification worked. I'm going to switch this switch. And sure enough, I'm unswitching it and switch it on. So now I can run a self-test without having to hold the rear switch down, and let's give it a try. Setup, T. Yeah. And there you have it. A nice little convenient modification to the wiring harness, which I could easily disconnect for any kind of maintenance or etc., or reconnect it. And I now have a toggle switch and a push button. The toggle switch lets me operate this while the top is off without having to hold this down. Yeah, very, very useful modification.